Hi, this is Beth Holen with Education 407 Technology class. Thanks so much for joining me to explore my Emotions Webquest. Here is my homepage about my Webquest. As you can see, it's about the movie Inside Out, but it's not just about the movie. It's about something a little more broad. It's about emotions and how emotions are a part of our lives. So let's explore together. Here we go. So you can either navigate from the navigation pane over here, or you can navigate on the clicks that are on each page. So I'm going to click here to go to the introduction page. So the introduction page is a little more in detail about what the students are going to be doing. I have 2 tasks, so I have a driving question for each task, and you can see those here. One task is the research and the development of a 5-paragraph essay. Another task is a role play. And so both of those tasks have a driving question. I also have the students as an extra thing to do to kind of show creativity. I have them drawing a picture. And that comes into play between task 1 and task 2 because these are group projects, but part of task 1 is an individual project as well. I wanted them to have something that they could do while they're waiting for their group to catch up. We're going to click to go to the first task here. So here's our driving question for our first task, and then I asked something a little more specific about the movie clips that they're going to be watching and the emotions in there. So the students are going to choose 3 people to work with, so there's going to be 4 total, and this would be the role page that tells them all of the roles that are going to be expected throughout the whole Webquest. We can also go and click on something that's a little more specific here for the roles that are going to be just for task 1. So I took away any of the tasks that would be for task 2 and made this one a little more specific. So I also encourage the students to look at the rubric so that they know what it is that's expected of them in order to get the maximum score. So it's broken down. I also tell the students that they can click on the process page if they wanted to just look at it and then come back to here, but we're going to go ahead and go to the process page. This gives more explicit directions about what they're supposed to do. So this would be the page that they would ultimately be with their group and start on. So they're assembling their team and they can check out their roles. Then they're each going to watch at their own computers. They're going to watch movie clips. And I have them linked here, but I also have them linked in a file cabinet down here at the bottom if they wanted to go there. But it's just as easy for them to see them up here. So while they're watching the movie, they will be filling out this graphic organizer where they're talking about what happens in each scene, where the emotions are displayed. They're describing what the emotion looks like, and they're describing the evidence of how did they know that that emotion was in charge in that scene. So that's on their own. Then they're going to come together and they're going to work on this graphic organizer, and they're going to be referring back to the roles because when they get to the group work, everybody's going to have something different that they're going to be doing. They're going to have one of these that's going to be shared between all of them. So all of these graphic organizers are set up to where they will, when you click on them, they will go to a Google Doc. So then after they're done with their research and they followed their rules and they filled out their graphic organizer for that, they're going to take their information from both graphic organizers and on their own they're going to assemble it into this graphic organizer. Then they're going to turn in their essay, however the teacher decides, and then they're going to be working on their movie scene while they're waiting for the rest of their group to finish. Then when everybody's finished, they're going to go on to their role play. I put some directions here for their role play of how to work it out. I have a new role page that talks about everything that's specific to do with the role plays. So it doesn't have to do with the essay anymore. It's all about the role plays. So they can click on there and look at that, or they can go here and just go to the task 2 page and they can see what all they have to do here. So again, I have them looking at the rubric on the evaluation page. They can go back to the process page if they need to. And what they're going to be doing here is filling out these graphic organizers. Then when they're all done with that, they're going to click the conclusion. And the teacher can have them present the role plays however they want to. That's kind of up to the teacher. I would have them perhaps do the conclusion first, so we're all there at the computers, and then I'm able to do the role play at any other time. For my conclusion, I developed a Kahoot, which is an online game that the teachers would need to have a teacher computer where the students can see it, or it's casted onto a smartboard or something else like that. And then each student would also have to have their own computer. So this is the link that the students would click to take them to the Kahoot page. And then this is where the teacher would go, to the teacher page. On the teacher page, I also have more specifics, information of what the teacher might want to know, the grade level, the time that it would take, the equipment that is needed, everything about why I made this Webquest and what my theme was, what my learning objectives were with my standards. And I have my ISTE standards over here. So I also gave you my information if you need to contact me with any questions or comments or suggestions. I would love to keep, adding to this and developing it to make it the best that it could be. So thank you so much for joining me.